Hey ladies, so I'm coming to you today because I actually want to speak about what I get asked a lot, and that's how to basically get started on your fitness journey. I know a lot of people, they're like, the getting started process, which can be, I know for me, initially, can be annoying, but at the same time, that's one way of looking at it, you know? In a way, I kind of looked at it as, this is a change that I want in my life. Like, there are certain results that I want, and the sooner I get started, the faster that I'll get to, that basically designation. Because, I mean, let's all think about it. Like, is our fitness journey, yes, we want to look different and, feel, but what is that exactly saying? That says, sorry, loud. What is this? That says that we want to change. We want there's something we want transformation. And I know maybe I can't speak for you, but I know that's what I wanted when I started my fitness journey. I was coming out of a situation where I hated my job that I had at the time. I was in a very unhappy relationship. And I didn't like the way my body looked. I didn't. I didn't like the way I knew how I used to look. I knew how the body that I'm used to. And because of some of the habits that I picked up and developed, I was not continuing on that. I didn't have the same shape and form because of basically what I did. So, with my habits, and I wanted that to change. I wanted everything to change. I wanted a, a deeper pulling, a deeper change. So I guess I'm saying I want you to think about your fitness journey and too much light. Like, what do you really want? You know, is it just to lose weight? For me, it was to lean out, to become more lean, to have more muscle. But was it just that? Did I just want to have muscle, to look different? Or is there a deeper calling, a deeper change that inside of you, a deeper type of transformation that you want? Maybe you don't want that same job. Maybe you don't like the path that you're on and you want a different path. Maybe you want to, travel. Maybe you don't like the life you have now. And I'm here to tell you, it's you. You can be your own superhero. You can save you. You can do it. And for me, relating it back to, fitness, that's what fitness was for me. It was the physical. It showed me for me, it showed me physically what I'm doing, but it also kind of related to what it's showing me what I'm doing internally, the internal work. And don't get me wrong, some people, it's not like that for them, but for me, it was. The physical changes related to my internal changes. I wanted something different. I'm still not, I'm still working towards where I want to be. And sometimes that's what it takes, to really dig deep. So to get started, you got to start now. Like right now. You got to start like today. There's no tomorrow or next week, or it's today, And with your fitness journey, I always state to take it slow. Like, I won't say don't. I'll tell you what to do. But I mean, what I suggest. I'm not going to tell you what to do. What I suggest. I know for me, commit to at least 2 to 3 times a week. That's your word to yourself. That's what you're keeping to yourself. Sorry, keep late. That's what you're saying to yourself. You're saying, hey, I'm giving myself 2 to 3 times a week for my fitness. at least 3, but I say 2 to 3 because some people 3 is a lot. So, okay, that's fine. But at least, keep up with it. Don't keep up with that 2 to 3. Continue with it every week. You make a schedule, actually. Like, put down the days that you are going to work out. Like, literally, like on a Sunday, like before, in the night, like, or in the morning, whichever, from Monday through the next week, like Monday through Saturday. Okay, the new day starts on a Sunday, so Saturday, you should be planning for Sunday through Saturday. So, that's very helpful. I know that's what I do. It's actually in my calendar, the days that I'm supposed to work out and what time I'm supposed to work out. And I try to commit to that. That has helped me in my journey, my fitness journey, a lot. So I actually have some talking points because, like, I think about that a lot. Like, a lot of the changes that I want to make, a lot of the changes that I'm like, there has to be changes. There has to be something different. There has to be, for me, a goal. And I wanted, again, more muscle. It is so important to start small. People misunderstand. Now, I want you to say people. Me, I have misunderstood the importance of starting small and trying to take a big leap. It hurts when you fall. Start small. Very small. I know when I first started on my fitness journey, I can even tell you, like, 2 to 3 times a week, and I lived in New York, okay? So it was freezing. It was like 0 degrees, okay? But I committed to that 2 to 3 times a week. That, it was like a non-negotiable. So I would run in the morning. Oh my gosh, and I don't like running. And I would continue running. And let me see. Yeah, for 2 to 3 times a week. I would do it for like 30, 40 minutes. But first, okay, I'll start off. I started running for 20 minutes. Like 15 to 20 minutes. That's how small I started. It was like tiny. And then after that, I started running for 30. And then it got longer. And then 40 minutes. So after I kept running, then after that, I relocated. I relocated to sunny Florida. So now, when I first came and I was staying with my sisters, I was still running. I would wake up. I didn't have a job at the time. I would wake up 5, 6 a.m. and just run. No excuses. I said, you know why? Because I said, if I could run in 0-degree weather, you see this weather right here? You see this? You see the sun? I'm blocking out the sun. If I could run in 0-degree weather in New York, then child, you could get your butt up and you could run. So it actually, that built, that small step that I took, it was actually a building block to the next steps. After I started running daily, then I moved up the notch, like 3-4 times a week. Actually, probably by the time I moved to Florida, it was like every day. I actually met someone, another friend who actually, I was running one day and she was running, and we both were like, oh, you work out? And I had a running buddy. And then it progressed from there. After I had a running buddy, I'm just telling you my story, but I'm just giving you an example of when you take the small steps in terms of getting on your fitness journey, it makes room for you. Like, the universe literally makes room for you. It's like, oh, you really want to do this? So I had a friend, we started running together, started planning our workouts together. Then after that, I said, hey, I heard, about CrossFit. And so I invited her, and then, I love the CrossFit environment. And I'm like, okay. Actually, I did CrossFit in the past too, but I never did it in Florida. So I had so much fun. I was actually with CrossFit for like 1.5 years. I had a lot of fun. A lot. And then after that, there's so many different gyms, Then I tried different boot camps, After I did the boot camp, then I was like, you know what? I I wanted to get into bodybuilding, and that's how I started going into the gym, and I like for you ladies, like in terms of going to the gym and it being intimidating, like I'm gonna tell you some things that I've done. I've literally YouTube videos on some exercises prior to going into the gym, and like, okay, what do I want to work out? Do I want to work, upper body, lower body, like, what's the plan? That's why you're able to go in and out. What's the plan for going inside the gym today? Like, what am I working on? No, okay. And I know some people just cardio, but it's just not about that. It's about the whole thing. I'm definitely into lifting weights. Definitely into lifting weights. So the way I plan it, I would, I mean, I do cardio as well daily, but right now, but when I first started, well, I'm not gonna lie, when I first started, I was doing everything. I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I actually bought a book, girl. I bought a book on how to how to do weights, but it's not about that. It's planning ahead of time. How do you want to do your exercises? Do you want to work upper body? Do you want to work back? Do you want to work lower body? Calves, quads, glutes. You have to plan out your exercises, so you kind of know what you're doing, and also have a plan B where your exercises, because sometimes you do an exercise and then people are on the machines, and that's why I also do free weights as well. So it's very important to plan ahead. Plan ahead for your weekend. Plan ahead the night before with your exercises. That definitely plays a huge role. And remember, stick with it. Stick with it. Stick with it. There's gonna be times when you don't feel like it. I woke up this morning, I didn't feel like it. I did not feel like it, but just stick with it. Just do it. Nikki really coined that phrase really well, but just do it. I find that putting on my clothes and getting up and just, what I say to myself sometimes? I'm like, let me just put on my clothes and go there and see, and I mean, I already know what I'm still the plan and everything, but let me just be in that environment. Of course, when you go to the gym, you don't have time to waste. You want to get up and get out. At least I do. I mean, don't get me wrong, I enjoy the gym. I could be there for hours, but I don't want to just be standing around. Like, I have a plan. Like, this is what I need to be working on right now. This is what I need to work on today. These are the next steps. So I think it's very important to be consistent. Consistency. But just think about your end goal. What do you want? And it's change. You want that change. I can tell you, ladies, that when you get on this journey, yes, you're going to be changed physically, but internally. I know with me, I'm not going to lie, I was very down before I began my fitness journey. Just being in a life that I didn't like, doing things I didn't like, hanging around individuals I shouldn't have been hanging around. Like, I'm saying that I feel, especially with fitness, we want a change. We want a change, and it's more than, we want a transformation. That's what we want. And you have to just get started. You have to get started. You can't sit there and think about it and plot it. You got to get started. You got to get started today. You got to get started now. There's so many hours in a day. 24 hours in a day is a lot. That's a lot. So if there's 24 hours in a day and you only need 30 minutes a day for fitness, what is your excuse? What is your excuse? 30 minutes. You don't have 30 minutes? Get up an extra 30 minutes so you can have 30 minutes. You are your own superhero. No one's going to save you but you. So when are you going to save you? you have to find a way in your fitness journey to have fun. You know, you can't look at it as uh, I don't I don't want to, or I don't like that. I don't like running. If you don't like running, skateboard. If you don't like skateboarding, bike. You don't like biking, walk. Like, there's so many ways to be physically active that it's not going to be boring, you know? You have to fine tune, especially when you're beginning your fitness journey. You have to fine tune what you're more inclined to. I know for me, I didn't know about hit workouts. I did not know about that. I heard about it, but I know for me, especially having a coach, it was like, you know, hey, I need to get my cardio in. This treadmill thing is kind of boring and it hurts my knees and all that. And it was like, hey, why not try the rowing machine? And that's called steady state cardio, you know, running, rowing, walking. But, you know, high intensity workouts are like amazing. You could throw out, you know, any video, and there's no reason for you to not take a step, you know. You can literally, as you're watching me right now, there is a fitness video. If you type in HIIT videos or yoga or workout videos or aerobic videos, exercise videos, you're going to find tons of things. So it's really no excuse to say, you know, I don't have time, or you can do it literally from your home. You can do it right now. So there's no excuses in terms of that. It's, you know, taking that step forward. It's if you say you can and if you say you can't, you're right in both. I think Will Smith said that. And I do really believe that in a lot of things. I know even when I was first started with my coaching, having, you know, coach, it was like, oh, how am I gonna, you know, find the money for it? I don't think I can. And at the time, I couldn't, because I had that mindset. And then, you know, afterwards, I said, you know what? I wanted something different. I wanted a drastic change from how I was. And I said, you know what? When I met my coach, and I said, you know what? Let me see. I think I can. And I made it work. I've made it work ever since, you know? And so I think that's so important, to just go forth, you know, believing that you can, believing in yourself, really believing in yourself, not giving up on yourself, you know, understanding that this is for you. This is for the future you. The future you is going to thank you for this. The future you is going to say, thank you for getting me out of bed when I didn't want to. Thank you for helping me eat healthy when at the time I didn't want to. You know, these are all habits that we have to develop. But what does it take? It takes you going the first step. It takes you taking the first step, you know, and that's so important. And so I'm just thinking, like, so you're supposed to go to the gym and your friend canceled. So what? You still have your invitation to the gym, or, you know, like, still go. If they were giving out $1,000 bills, you'd be on that line even if she canceled or not, right? So that's the same thing, you know, with yourself. That's an investment into yourself. They cancel, so what? This is a promise that you made to you, you know? This is a promise that you made to yourself. This is what you have to do. So, you know, you got to think about it like that.